Oh, I can do that. Here is a look at 3 separate projects that have what I think are some interesting repairs.
Which gave us a really good chance that he was going to be open.
Now, the first is just to show you that this piece that I got was dropped by the mover and it knocked a piece of the gallery off on the top. And so what I did was I left the nails in place, straightened them out, and cleaned it up a little bit underneath and just added a little bit of old brown glue, which is a hide glue, and I'm going to put it right back where it goes, just using what I have available here. I don't want to hit onto the gallery, so I'm just going to use the plastic part to hit that wood and put it back in place. And here are some veneer repairs, also using old brown glue, which is a hide glue. The good thing about hide glue is that if you need to reconstitute it, it can be easily done with warm water or a little bit of heat, and it washes off easily with some warm water. And even though I'm going to paint this piece, I am repairing the veneer instead of using a wood putty over it, because in the future, if the next person who has the piece wanted to repair it again or take the finish off, they could do it easily. And here, what I'm doing is using a piece of mahogany, which you might say, oh, that's crazy, and it's going on to a walnut veneer piece as a repair. But the reason I'm doing it is because it has the same wood grain, and I can easily make that grain the same should I want to. But again, this piece is going to be repaired. One of the most important things here is to get off any of the old glue. Get a nice clean surface. So my thoughts for this cabinet are that A, I can still use it for gentle storage, and B, I would love to be able to sell it to someone who wanted it. And so these particular types of furniture are just very unwanted, especially in my area. It's sad, but people don't appreciate the age and the style. I think it's mostly the style. I want to keep the style. I don't want to cut off edges, and you probably won't see me do that on my channel. I don't have anything against it. It's just not my style, my method of getting it done. And I think with a redesign, these types of pieces of furniture can be pretty again, and people can love to use them again. I prepare my pieces for the possibility that if I can keep it desirable and someone will want to use it, then someday someone will want to refinish it again. Perhaps old furniture will come back in style. Perhaps it will be appreciated again. So rather than have it go to a landfill because no one wants it, I prepare the wood of the furniture to protect that wood so that someday someone can refinish it again and they're not going to have a problem. So what I do is I give it a good coating of shellac before I put any other product on there. So that will do two things. Number one, it'll prevent any bleed through, but even more importantly, in my opinion, because I can always fix that, in my opinion, it will protect the wood from the finish that I'm going to put on it. Either sanding or scraping or even a little bit of chemical stripper will easily remove the finish that I put on, and the shellac will prevent paint and products that I use from seeping down into the grain. This piece I'm going to use a chalk paint, so a chalk mineral paint. It's a really nice finish. I have the shellac underneath. I will use no primer because I have the shellac, and I am going to do a one-stage color for now, and I'm going to do some decorating on it. Now, when I say decorating, I mean either a glazed finish, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to enhance the color, and I have a few other ideas of what I can do to make it pretty. The inside is going to remain natural wood. So here I'm just showing a few different stages of building color and doing a very modest restoration on the door. Um, the door doesn't need too much. The glass broke, of course, so I'm going to replace it with, I'm not using glass, but I'm going to replace it with a screen. And here I am just building several layers of different color on the places where it's very, very worn. And then afterwards, I will give it a coat of shellac and do any other colors that it might need to bring it back to close to what it was originally. You just take your time in doing it, and I like to do it with bare fingers and wash my hands later. I just apply a little bit of dye and then rub it off. And these are just dye pens. If I needed to, I would also do some graining, but I don't need to do that here. I don't often use Restore Finish, but this is a perfect application for it. It just has, it's a little bit of a fast drying oil with a little bit of dye in it, a little bit of stain in it. And look how pretty it looks. It's just what it needed, and hopefully someone will want it. I'm going to clamp that right now. Forward, I did dry clamp it just to make sure that it came together nicely without any big cracks or spaces or anything like that, and it does. So I have some regular wood glue, and because it's such a kind of a tight space, if I had some string, I would use the string, but I don't, so I'm just going to use a syringe and just try to get some of this glue. Now it's a little thick, I'm not sure. Let me put this down. Okay. Just want to spread it apart a little bit, but I don't want to, I want to create a lot of stress here. Okay. So this is a good example of why to use wood glue. I don't want that to break again. Where is it? Let's see. I'll sand it down a little. I'll put some wood putty on it. Had all the buildup of grime, and you can see how nice they look now. And I have to really search for it. So the third project is just a quick look at one repair that I did, which was replacing the floor of a cabinet that was in terrible condition. What I did was I scraped off the old glue on the side rail, and I try to keep the pieces that I can. If they're in good enough condition to keep, I keep them. And here I opted to use wood glue because it was in such bad condition, and I had so much of it glued. I made that choice. And so here I'm just going to replace that rail, and I'm going to cut out a new piece of plywood for the floor. is well, I don't want it to come out all the way. Always important to make careful measurements, which I'm guilty of making not careful measurements. But this turned out okay. I had to cut the main pieces, and then I had to cut out some ears so it would fit around the styles. Yeah, I mean, so I had to sand the edges a little bit because I'm sure this cabinet isn't totally square. But I will take it out. It fits. I will take it out and mark it in the way that it fits. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of shellac. And then I am going to paint the bottom.